A warm welcome to Perth Hockey Stadium, where we have great conditions for Premier League action today. I'm Josh Duane on the sidelines as the Wasps take on the Westside Wolves. And your commentators today, Nick Neary and Tim Gears.
Thank you very much, Josh. He got there. He wanted to make sure he got there in the end. It's a fantastic afternoon. We've just seen a men's game. Now we lead into the women's for this afternoon. It's a fantastic 16 degrees, all sunny after rain this morning, Tim, and it's just great to be back up here.
Yeah, perfect conditions for hockey today, and we've just seen a fantastic game played out by Wasps and Whitford in the men, an entertaining finish. And we're set for another good one here. Westside Wolves team packed with quality throughout. It'll be interesting to see if Wasps can take it to them. Yeah, we've seen the Wasps in the men's division and the women's. They seem to just match up with everyone they come across. It's going to be important for that today because this is a very experienced Wolf outfit. You see last week they beat Hale 3-0. And the Westside Wolves, well, they had a bye, I believe, in last week's round. Can't even see it there. Maybe I'm freaking out. We'll just move on into the ladder from there. You'll see there's a bit of disparity between both of them. Westside Wolves currently up in second place with 10 from their 14 games. The important factor there is 14 games played, 10 wins, 3 draws. They've only lost once this season. I believe that was against Hale themselves. Down in the middle of the ladder, the Wasps sitting there with just 4-3-7. They just need to work on things. The goal difference is only -10 to those games, so they're all tight ones, aren't they, Tim? They are, and conversely, you can see the goal difference there for Wolves being 30. It's a pretty good stat line there. They're equal top with Hale. It looks like they played out a 3-3 draw last week, and they're going to be hard to toss again this year.
Moving on to the team list, we'll start off with the Wasps. A really handy outfit. The one that we want to focus on, that we do pay a lot of attention to throughout the weeks, is their fullback, Karis Madolo. She just operates from the back. Great unit, great ball user. We just saw her on the corner of my eye. She just completely took a false swipe, taking a shot at goal, and that's probably why she's a fullback. And plenty other great ones in there. Hannah Graham works forward with the ball nicely. Tara Fitzpatrick, and of course, Mackenzie Palmer, the vital players that you want to look out for in this one this afternoon.
Yeah, and Lizzie Dogood in goals for Wasps. She's been an integral part of their team over a number of years. I've lost count of how many goalkeeping awards she's won.
Moving on to the Westside Wolves now, led at the front by Gemma Buckley, their captain, who's just an impressive ball user as well. The way she operates this team and the way she gets them up and about for each and every contest is just impressive. Ellie Buckley as well, her sister, just rolls through this team, learning from the best. Ella DePreez will come off the bench. Watch out for her. The way she just attacks into play is sublime. And then Ashley Fay, well, she's just going to score goals for fun out here this afternoon if we're not careful.
Yeah, the Buckley sisters, they've been running rampant in the women's competition for many years now. Rachel Lynch in goal along with Erin Judd. It looks like both of them will play today. They're going to be very, very hard to beat, quality all over the field.
The main one for them as well, as they move through the midfield, Sophie de Jonge in 35 has probably been one of their stars this season. Just watch how she transitions the ball from defence to attack and leads and follows and wants to be involved up front after she does the hard work early. We're just a couple of minutes away from start time here. Players will just finish up their warm-up in 10 or 12 seconds. See the Wasps at the moment just taking shots on goal, getting through their work. It's all very relaxed on the opposite side of the field for the Westside Wolves. An early tip from you, Tim?
Well, I think Wolves will be a little bit too good for Wasps on this occasion.
Josh, down on the sideline as well. Down to you. Is there anything you've picked up pre-game? We've got a tip out of you as well.
Yeah, guys, I like the Westside Wolves as well. I was just having a look early on. Rachel Lynch, been a quality player for so many years, lining up in goals for the Westside Wolves today. Watch out for her as well.
So we're all about set and ready to go. Just going to wait for the umpires to come back onto the field. It will be Sarah Allison and Jackson Geddes, your umpires for this afternoon. Tremendous to see the amount of work they're going to put in this game as well. Just keeping this Wolves side under control, keeping police to the utmost of the rule books, just to make sure this game, if it's won, is won nice and fair.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just looking through this team list for Wolves, and there's just quality everywhere you look. Gemma Buckley, Maddie Ratcliffe, Erin Judd, Candice Peacock, Ashley Fay, Ellie Buckley, we've already mentioned. Rachel Lynch, we've mentioned. There's just quality all the way through their lineup.
Fantastic conditions here at the moment. Currently 5 o'clock on the 7th of August here in Perth. 16 degrees, not a drop of breeze in sight down there at pitch level. It's a fantastic opportunity to get some dry weather hockey in where we haven't had any for Probably 2 or 3 weeks now, Tim. It's been miserable to be up here, but, well, not miserable to commentate, but miserable looking down at the players.
Yeah, miserable to play in. We haven't, it's nice for the sun to poke its head out for the first time in a few weeks. My skin's got even whiter than normal.
Ball kids just dropping off the ball into the centre of the park now. Bit of laughter down there from the Westside Wolves. They're very relaxed about the occasion today.
You do see that occasionally, boys. Just in the warm-up, we're getting a few jokes, and there's some different techniques we use in the pre-game huddle. You have fire-ups, all those sort of things, but don't mind it when there's a bit of a joke pre-game just to get everyone in the right mood.
Wasps being controlled by Lizzie Duguid. You see her just really laying down the law inside that huddle. Wants to make sure they execute their plan and give themselves the best possible chance to get on top of this game. See Maddie Ratcliffe on screen just a moment ago. Every single one of these players, you just spotted on before, might have to do a bit of a delisting in years to come. They need to spread out this talent because they're an unstoppable force at the moment.
They are. Maddie Ratcliffe, as you mentioned, scored one of the better goals I've ever seen. And at an AHL tournament in Victoria a couple of years ago now. I'll remember it for a long time.
Just a quick one, guys. Erin Judd starting in goal for the Westside Wolves, so it'll be Rachel Lynch starting on the bench.
Thank you very much for that, Josh. Erin Judd. Good promotion for her. Key to get some minutes on the board. Hopefully she gets to stick out there the whole game and keep a clean sheet.
Yeah, sharing duties with former hockey Roo, of course, Rachel Lynch. Just doing her part for the team.
Umpire with the microphone, Jackson Geddes. He'll be on this near side. And over in the far left corner, Sarah Allison. As we get underway, the pushback Westside Wolves. Nicely stolen out of the air by Maddie Ratcliffe. Alicia Fay just patrols things. Will set across the back here. Westside Wolves moving with speed, even though they've dropped all the way back. And Wasps applying for high press. Forced a lot of pressure in. They're going to get possession straight away off it.
And it looks like outletting Wolves, or at least on that occasion, have begun with a back three, playing 4 people in the midfield with their 3 strikers up front. Something a little bit different.
Interesting to note as well, Madolo has started on the bench. Not usual for the Wasps. Wonder what their thinking is there. Ball played from the 25, just takes the deflection off the stick of Palmer. Long corner. Westside Wolves with the first real attacking piece. We'll see how this defence stacks up this afternoon. Fay, good ball direct, found a gap. Now they're just circling on the outside. Maddie Ratcliffe gets in, wants to play around with it.
A good calm defence there. It's a nervy situation to be in. The attacker's got the stick on the ball in the circle.
Nash tried to play it in. He's calling for a foot. Was a deflection off the stick, I thought.
Yeah, I thought there might have been a foot there.
Will survive the first real crack in this first half. First quarter even. Basico. Not a great one. Gives it straight for Gemma Buckley to try press forward. And intercepted nicely by Kyra White, but there was advantage.
Very good player, Kyra White, formerly Kyra Flynn, sister of Liam Flynn in the men's competition. She's been a stalwart of the Wasps outfit for a number of years. Sure they'll be leaning on her today.
Not the direction any of the Wolves were going, that ball from Fay. So a tame start for both sides. Only a couple of minutes in though. Wait to see how this develops. See how the structures fall into place over the next few minutes. Wolves looking to put a lot of pressure on this ball. They're going to have to come back and around here, the Wasps. Controlled at the moment by Kyra White. Takes on both defenders and eventually releases for Natalie Lynch. Great ball forward. Edwards just a bit loose. De Jong. Tries to go for Ratcliffe down the left, but intercepted nicely. Not much up in front here for the Wasps. Just absolutely clammers it.
Saw one.
Faye Nash just grimacing and now hopping around. Not going to like that she had to wear that early.
Yeah, she's not doing a great job of hiding it either. It's a sore one to wear so early in the game.
Lynch going to get the ball back here. Rena Hughes didn't like it. Annie Pasico, such a great defender as well. This is a great tackle here by Ellie Buckley. Gets on top and can release Ratcliffe or even skip one. Ratcliffe now can take it. Great skills to get on top of it. Dummy ball on the inside. Need the back of the stick. Keeper comes out smartly, but it'll go over the top. And the first goal scored to the Westside Wolves. Don't know what was happening there for a moment.
No, we'll need to see it again. There's just a ball played in through Maddie Ratcliffe here. The keeper cleans up her own player in the process, and the ball just dinks over the top, and it's in the back of the net. And that didn't take very long. 4 minutes for Wolves to open the scoring.
Jessica Freeman will be appointed the first one, and now Karis Madola onto the pitch. Misses the first trap and just has to slap it forward for Ratcliffe to intercept. Wasps can make a nice tackle out wide. Tori got it back, fires it across. Now Karis Madola. Yes, Josh.
Just confirming, spot on there, Nick. Jessica Freedman with the opening score.
Does know how to score goals, Jessica Freedman.
Long corner, up there, mate.
Part of the state junior women's program.
Great ball.
Fantastic
Madolo
ball.
sets it up. Chance to reply immediately. Just didn't have the full zing. And then just off a foot. Kyra White, unlucky here. Madola, what a ball though.
Yeah, terrific pass, wasn't it? Great vision. Plucked it straight onto Kyra White's stick. But an early save for Erin Judd. That'll give her some confidence early in the game.
Sort of a nothing, tidy looking ball from Tidy. Just tried to get a foot or any free.
Quality ball here.
It's what we've come to expect from Madola. It can be her best and worst quality. Looks for the most direct, piercing ball every single time.
Chloe Pendlebury just having a bit of a laugh on the field, calling for a ball from the ball boy while their teammate was standing on top of it, ready to take the hit.
Cameron Tidy now gets swarmed by 3 defenders. They have to pull out here. Gives them a chance for Palmer. They just want to spend a bit of time down here, you would think, the Wasps. They just want to control things.
Yeah, everyone's good.
Rena Hughes will play this one in. And they're sure not shy of just putting that pressure on these attackers.
Yep.
Doing all to not let the ball come in.
No play.
Wow. They'll look to break quickly here. Wolves straight down the middle.
Gee, they're all out on the right-hand
You
side.
can see how quickly they get ahead of the ball. They look to go fast.
Needed to go over the top. Gave Annie Pasico a chance to just intercept. Now White down on the left. Oh, there was almost a chance to get back on top of that. They got the long corner regardless. So it wasn't Kyra White down in the corner. She's got the ball now. Fitzpatrick for Madolo. Loose again. Just couldn't bring that one in. Tries to affect to make the tackle. All stick. Now gets the intercept. Oh, she fires it into the face of Lily Mann.
Cop that.
Not making any friends.
Yeah, looks to have struck her on the hand, which is probably a good result, all things considered, but it's a sore one.
Gee, she's tough, Lily Man, boys. Looks like she's going to stay on the field. Actually, not just coming off now. She's got a blow to the hand. That does not look like it was a lot of fun.
I can tell you from experience they aren't fun.
Alicia Torrey did well just to cause some action on the far side, so it gives Wasps a chance to keep pressing on here. They're holding this field position well. Torrey on Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe just nuisance, gets the stick down low. Lets that one rebound off. 7 minutes and about 20 seconds to go here in this first period. 1-0. Wolves struck early. This needs to stay in. Just does. Well spun around there. Little deflection. Makes Madola work, and that's twice she's mistrapped the ball. Needs to just switch on, be a little sharper, get a team up and about in this game. Rena Hughes gives away one there, and I'll head down sideline as well.
Karis Mandolo, boys, really dangerous down this right side. That's twice now she's been able to sneak around the defence.
Just needs to be able to trap it properly. Now she's all the way at fullback with the big task of manning up Buckley. That ball just runs through all of them.
And boys, Lily Mann looking like she's ready to come back onto the ground. Really lucky not to do more damage in that a little incident earlier.
Thank you very much, Josh. Wasps. Little deflection off. Won't mind that.
And pressing high up the field here, Wolves trying to close as much space up the field as possible, making it really difficult for Wasps to get the ball out of their defensive half at the moment.
No advantage back there, please.
Done well to win a free hit.
Yeah, they were starved of territory for a bit there, and they wanted to really press on, make sure of it.
Found a way out here, Wasps. She doesn't have many options ahead of the ball.
Mandolo.
Another penetrating pass. A fantastic pass.
She knows exactly where she wants it every time. Just unable to hang on to it was Kimberly Young. Mandolo tried to come in for effect there again. Little deflection off west side. Cleaned up by Peacock. Stolen again though. This is messy by the west side Wolves. They've kind of lost that sting that they had in the first 5-10 minutes. Giving Wasps a chance to get back into this one with 5 minutes to go in the first.
Yep, just struck the foot of Maddie Ratcliffe there. Gives Wasps an opportunity just outside the 25. This might go direct into the circle.
Nicely taken. Not the cleanest, but Ashley Fay on top of it all. Mandolo got it back and had another firing ball in. Got to be worried every time she has a crack.
She's got a penetrating pass, doesn't she?
There's a lot of power behind it. We saw at the start.
Pretty well controlled.
Yeah, she knows exactly where she wants to pass it. We saw a lot throughout the start of the year. She stayed at fullback, stayed really deep. And as the season's progressed, she's been creeping up into that halfback, wants to be involved because they see the value in her as an attacker as well.
Started the game well.
Lynch draws the free nicely. Across the back here, Basico also having a stellar year. Just toying with it at the moment, waiting for someone from the Wolves to bite. Could have gone across for Lynch. They wanted the pass to go in though. Lots of pressure for Lily Mann. Beats the first well. Now the pressure from the Wolves. It's just getting overrun a little bit. Inside, Cameron Tidy. Long corner.
They've responded really well since conceding Wasps. They conceded the first goal in the first 4 minutes, but since then they've had the lion's share of possession and they've built some good opportunities. Cora White's been busy driving her team forward, about to retake this from the long corner position.
Not the greatest ball, but the trap wasn't clean. Now Ratcliffe with a lot of work to do out of the back. Just searching through. Not her best ball. Lynch plays on quickly. Couldn't have been 5, so now we get advantage. Comes down the right-hand side. Need this one to get in clean. Nice little spin manoeuvre there by Kimberly Young. Good calm pressure by Candy Peacock at the back. So no, this is Peacock here now. Would have been Nash inside the first touch.
Hughes just wearing one in the gob for her trouble there. Straight back on with it.
Good interception and another chance. White wants to get on this. Just missed it on the first crack. Now inboard ball. Jordan Edwards has to fight. Looks for the free. Umpire has a good sticky beak at it, but is happy with what's proceeded. They get one just outside. Lynch, who's now rotated down to the left. White gets intercepted well. Bounces back into her foot. Wolves get a chance for some calm with 2 minutes 15 to go.
Just a little bit loose at the back at the moment, Wolves. Just opening up some chances for Wasps, but failing to create any sort of clean chances for the time being.
Tegan Gemna under pressure now.
Yeah, pressing really high up the field here, Wasps. Committing a lot of numbers to closing the space, and they're able to make interceptions like this in very dangerous areas of the field. Kyra White coming forward. Again, she's been everywhere in this first 12 or 13 minutes.
Great ball on the inside. Probably the wrong way to turn, but they're away here. Wasps with another chance gone begging, and they're going to win the penalty corner. It's ugly, but we've got to a good result.
Well, they're not happy about it, but they've only got themselves to blame. There was nothing wrong here. They had ample opportunity to get the ball off their stick and clear their lines, but they failed to do so. And Wasps have punished them. First penalty corner of the game for Wasps. Gives them a chance to level things up. About a minute to go in the first quarter.
I think Cameron Tidy, she's getting a lot of ball in and around the circle, but not backing herself just to make that decisive move. She's still thinking a little bit, probably too much team first. She's not thinking about, oh, I could have a little turn and go here.
Yeah. Just pause while this ball's injected. Comes out cleanly.
Madolo set, waited. Keeper just penciled out. Tries to keep it in. Does so.
Did really well to keep the ball in there. She struck it well. It was a good clean save from Erin Judd. Madolo chased hard to keep it in, and Wolves have a 3-on-2 in attack here. They've got time in the circle. Fires it across, and it's a terrific save by Lizzie Duguid. Well, they won't know how they haven't scored there.
Rakic was in for all money, you would have thought.
Terrific diving save by Lizzie Duguid across the face of her own goal to deny Wolves a second. Could prove pivotal.
Wasps have got 1 minute to defend after so much attacking ball. Can they switch back on? Almost thinking they have too much time. Sets up here for Gemma Buckley. Wins it just outside. Asks for a ball to be delivered in. Just going to exit back out, and it'll be up to Ashley Fay to set up, who just misses the trap entirely. Foot race is on here. She's going to get there just in time, but they can apply pressure and force this one just to be loose back the other way. Just came off the player, freed up the right fullback.
Oh, it's beaten her. They're in behind here. 12 seconds to go. Can they capitalise? They found the stick in the circle.
Friedman just needs to go across. Good tackle, Madolo. That'll bring it into the first quarter.
Yeah. Let off the hook a couple of times there late. Wasps, Wolves with a couple of very good opportunities late in that first quarter, but very even affair. They've struck early, 4 minutes into the game. Then Wasps maintained and sustained pressure in the forward half, but just couldn't capitalise. Erin Judd called into action on numerous occasions. And they go in 1 goal to the better Wolves.
You'd have to be happy, though, if you are part of the Wasps camp. If they can convert in this second, third and fourth quarter, they're going to start putting this Wolves team under a lot of pressure. We'll listen into them now.
Everything we spoke about, we did. Okay, our press was really good. We worked really hard. We got in front, ball moving around the back. Okay, we got our width. Just stay patient. Yep, okay, stay patient. In front, okay, we got in front, we made our traps. Okay, let's keep getting the ball in the circle. Okay, it really worked. Yep, okay, so we don't need to change anything, guys. Okay, just with their press, okay, their non-ball side striker, very high. Okay, it's not going to be on all the time, but that little overhead, it's on. Okay, I don't mind us doing that. Okay, it's not every time, but just be aware. Okay, top of the circle. Let's not go through there. Okay, so Annie, you've done it. Kyra, let's just get it around. Okay, do it a couple of times, and then we can have a go at it. But let's not bang our head against it. Yep. Rena? Yes. Great work. Yep, just in terms of setting that standard, okay? First 10, 15, the first 10 minutes, okay, was really, really good, okay? Guys, nothing more for me. Let's just keep doing it, okay? Keep that pressure going. Yep.
Yeah, you could hear Coach Chris Munro there. Just wanted his players to control the ball a bit more. It felt like the West Side Wolves had so much more possession and more play. Just wants his side to settle down, control the ball more, start to get some attack, and hopefully a score on the board.
And I do agree with him. They don't really need to change a whole lot. Just making it known to his players to avoid going through the top of the circle, which is where Wolves do place a number of players, and that's probably just been the little bit of the breakdown in attack for Wasps at the moment. They've had plenty of ball in their front 50. They just can't find a way through the top of the circle. So looking for a bit more width and attack.
Just
Coach
an
Chris
update from down here, guys. Sorry to interrupt. Rachel Lynch into goal and Judd off.
So interesting change in tactics there.
Could be a quarter-by-quarter thing, which is often the case with goalkeepers when 2 play per game.
Ratcliffe just tries to get that ball forward. Yeah, you hope it would be a quarter-by-quarter thing. I hope they're not stressing out on the side, going, we need our number 1 in there.
No, well, Erin Judd didn't do anything wrong in the first quarter. She was called into action and stood up to the task.
Great ball down in through the middle, just deflected up dangerously. Wasps with control across the back. A little bit too much to work down there for Natalie Lynch. Wolves need to do their best just to keep pressing forward here, maintain possession like they did for the first 5 minutes of the first quarter. They find themselves out on the right-hand side. Candice Peacock buys time, looks down the right-hand side again. They got them one out here, just a little bit too aerial, hard to trap on the bounce. Can warm into it, little deflection.
Just try and drag them out here, Wolves. Wasps are many numbers behind the ball. They'll just try and suck them out to create a little bit of space in behind. Played in and played out.
De Jong was under pressure. Ends up getting it through to Buckley and Ratcliffe, who just goes early here. Missed trap inside the circle. Would have been a big chance for Jessica Freeman if it came off.
Yeah, lovely ball across from Maddie Ratcliffe on that occasion. Just so controlled. It's a hard skill to execute on the move. She hit it flush. And it whistled through the middle of the Wolves circle.
That'll trinkle all the way.
Dealt with well from the back left corner. Send it up the other end of the field and press high. That'll be what they're trying to do here.
Rachel Lynch with an out to play first touch. At least she's on the board. Just having a look around. Not too much on offer, so we come across for Pendlebury. Ratcliffe. Great searching ball. And an even better flick over the top. Peacock has a look around. Inboard. Stolen really nicely. Now Wasps have a chance to get away if they want to go on quick. Oh, really well read there. Gemma Buckley, but then stolen off the back again. A little bit of ping pong at the moment with possession, and that one just out of the reach of Keely Heberton. De Jong filters it full back. And Ashley Fay tries to go up the spine. Turned over once again. Still going to be a tricky one here for Munro. Needs to keep alive underneath it. Steps inside. Great stick control. Now she needs a third option. Just gets knocked backwards. White.
And really well done there by Ellen Munro out here on the right-hand side. Just very calm under pressure, was strong in the challenge. Ball's fed in here to the circle.
Yeah, right option, Jordan Edwards almost came off. Mackenzie Palmer just trying to circle around. But this defense, Ashley Fay just doing tremendous at the moment. Getting in the right spot and exiting.
Ooh.
Forcing it forward, dangerous. Madolo looks to go quickly and does play it just out of the reach of Keely Heberton. And it rolls over again, but don't mind the option.
Yeah, not so clean that time from Maddie Ratcliffe, who went for the reverse stick again. Lifted dangerously, and Wasps look to play quickly. They've tried that a couple of times in this second quarter, and they're just failing with the connection with the pass. Idea's right.
Boys, Lily Mann was the only injury concern early on. I'll let you call this action quickly, sorry.
Inside, White tries to centre it. All stick, says the umpire. Now White again. They're diving across everywhere. And we'll just have a long corner.
Yeah, Lily Mann, just that swollen left hand, still off the field. No ice on it just yet, but looking like she wants to return, but she spent significant time off the field already.
Marina Hughes got praise at quarter time from her coach. Just tries to wheel and go there. Misses out left. Ashley Fay over the top, not trapped. So they're going to have to push forward, well, backwards objectively if they want to stay in possession of this one. Ella Munro really warming into this game though, wins the free nicely.
Yeah, she's done really well again there, Ella Munro. She worked really hard to get front position, intercepted the pass, and then was strong on it. Very smart to win a free hit for her team.
Wasps can cycle back around here. Madolo went first touch, was left alone. Probably not the smart one that time. Well kicked away, well kept in play. Puts them under pressure, but still a chance. Wasps, good tackle. Just trying to go through them all. Cameron tidy. Just sitting outside the circle, trying to find a way in. Keely Heberton, nothing on offer, but Madolo gets a chance to fling this one back in.
Again, just struggling to penetrate through the top of the circle. I'm sure Coach Chris Munro will continue emphasising to go around the outsides of the D.
Pasico back from Madolo. He's going to have to work really hard here now because Jessica Freeman wants to turn back inside. Gets into a little bit of space. Stolen again. Hughes has been really good so far. Out on the right-hand side here, Ella Munro misses it. Can't keep it in. They want to play quickly, the Wolves. Play it on nicely. Play on the court. Got to chase hard here, Ella Buckley. Just keeps it in, but dispossessed out wide.
They might come back to that sideline free hit. Ella Munro worked really hard to try and keep the ball in play. Wasn't successful in doing so. Wolves took it quickly and she tackled within the 5, so it'll be interesting to see if Jackson Geddes pulls her up on it.
Just gone out the baseline.
Happy to let it go.
Long corner.
Good contest this.
Yeah. Down the sideline. Natalie Lynch pushes herself forward. Wins the foot off De Jong. We're in a similar position now. 8 minutes to go in the quarter. Wolves just not really having the sting that they had in the first 5 minutes, and now all of a sudden, how long can the Wasps creep around this circle? How much pressure can they build? Not the best pass. Ratcliffe takes on her opposite number in Hughes.
Yeah, there wasn't much available for her from the free hit there, but it's a very dangerous pass to give back infield towards the opposition's goal. If you get it wrong, it can hurt.
Mess of a possession out there. Free hit given away.
So Wolves now reverted to the back 4. So they started with 3 defenders and it looked like 4 midfielders from the pushback, but
Ratcliffe inside, gets a shot off. Just clips the top right of the net. Wasn't in.
Travelling. Maddie Ratcliffe, just so silky, creative, very good on the ball.
Small frame, big power.
Exactly.
Hughes just fumbling a little bit recently. Madolo, great one touch.
Smart. She's been everywhere in the first half.
Kimberly Young just under a lot of pressure from De Jong.
This might go route 1 again. No, more conservative this time. Just suck the Wolves players out. They're going to look to press high up the field here. You can see the non-ball side striker takes some risks and presses really high up the field to win the balls in these sorts of positions.
Big tackle. Hard one to lose, but it puts Westside in another advantageous position. Messy one for Tegan there. Oh, just falls around. Nothing we could really do there. Ball boys are having a mare here this afternoon. 2 balls everywhere. Great steal. Chance to press. Really don't want to let this out of the defensive zone. Westside want to really contain this now. Had to wear one on the hand, Gemma Buckley, but it was already out when it got to her foot.
Boys, Cara White just about to come back on. She was often got her right ankle heavily strapped, but now back onto the field.
Yeah, very important that skipper is out there for
They
the
will
Wasps.
need her. Yeah, it's a concern for Wasps to hear that this early in the game. She was very, very lively in the first quarter, Cara White. Obviously just carrying an ankle niggle. They'll need her as best as she can be.
Nothing on there. Annie Basico reads it well, comes across. Now Kyra White back on the field, looking to have an impact. Buys herself some time, draws in 3 and just pushes it a little bit wide of Edwards.
You can see them pressing high up the field again here, Wasps. Really trying to make it difficult for Wolves to get the ball out of their defence. It's going to fall behind here. Ellie Buckley does her best to chase it down. Will concede and set up again to face the Wasps outlet. Madolo on it. Again, Wolves also pressing high up the field, particularly when it's out close to these sidelines, trying to really squash them in.
Well won.
Boys, Faye Nash from the West Side Wolves just limping from the ground now. Gone straight to the trainer. Looks like an issue with her left ankle.
Couple getting chopped out there this afternoon in both games, maybe by the looks of things.
She did wear one early in the foot in the first couple of minutes, so I just wonder if that's the same incident or whether it's a separate issue.
Great fight through the ball. White really wants to take this game on.
Here we go.
Cameron Tidy lets it go. Just couldn't get on top of things. Kimberly Young, that was the chance. Needed composure there from both of them. I think even Cameron just could have slowed that one down herself and had a crack.
Chance gone begging. It was an interesting move to leave the ball to the player behind her. It didn't pay off. You have to make the most of it when you have a 3-on-1 heading into the circle. They'll be disappointed not to have an outcome from it.
Ratcliffe wanted to move quickly and finds Rakic on the outside. Wins the free. Now we've got a dangerous incoming ball. Rakic gets a little bit stuck. Peacock cleans up, but they're all on top of things. Tara Fitzpatrick wins this one.
Yeah, fantastic tackle too. Really, really good tackle.
Tried to win the free, gets the sideline instead.
Tim, you were spot on about Faye Nash there. You mentioned you got a bruise earlier in the foot. Looks like she's hit it again and in a lot of pain now on the sideline.
Yeah, they're sore at the best of times when you wear it, let alone if you've got a pre-existing bruise there. That will be felt.
Natalie Lynch just firing it into the foot of the West Side attacking defender. She's under a lot of pressure here though now. Does really well to stay alive. Wants to get rid of it now. They're piling onto her. Wins the free. Jeez, that's strong from Lynch.
Yeah, well played. Got herself into a little bit of trouble, but did well to get herself out of it too.
White wanted to go over the top, but just fluffs it to Ratcliffe. They can fire it out on the left-hand side. Jessica Freedman has her main goal scorer in there, but wants to take this herself.
Wow.
On goal now. Freedman just short. Ratcliffe, no. Sorry, might have even been Gemma Buckley.
Terrific run. Terrific run, as you can see on screen here from Jess Freedman. Just zigzagging her way through the Wasps' defence. Terrific ball carrying skills and pace. Would have been a phenomenal goal if it had come off, but Lizzie Dogood again coming to the rescue of her team.
2 minutes to go here in this first half. Ratcliffe, dangerous. Well called. Lynch, a great second quarter from her. White testing out the ankle to end on end. Pushes through, gets it back for Lynch. See where her decision-making leads her. Just wants to take the one down the line. Can stay alive. Great flick over the top. This is a better chance for Wasps again now. Had to push that one deep, did Pendlebury.
Needs to be really careful tackling like that, the way it's umpired these days. If you almost paddle it over the back line, umpires can be very not forgiving with it. It can sometimes award a penalty corner, particularly if it's played in a motion over the back line.
Lynch, unlucky there, really was fighting two on one and she almost came away with it. One more big chance in this one with 50 seconds left. Lynch, just a ball magnet at the moment, intercepting again.
It's a great trap, and it was a trap that needed to be made because Ellie Buckley was hovering in behind and she's ahead of the play here if she can be found.
Good chance, centre field, just got to get free, shoulder to shoulder contact, and Gemma Buckley would have been the beneficiary, but not quite there. Still got a long corner, 25 seconds to go from here.
Ellen Munro just a little bit ginger getting up out of that contest. Keep an eye on her.
One last roll of the dice. If they can get it in here, the Wolves. Well defended, no free one. Ashley Faye Far right-hand corner, gave it off and comes inboard now with 5 seconds to go. They've given away the penalty corner.
It's a cheap corner to give away. I'm sure Chris Munro would be tearing his hair out. 5 seconds to go in the quarter, a stationary free hit, plenty of time to set up behind and get themselves sorted. They allowed the direct entry into the circle, and it went square onto the foot. And Wolves have a chance to make it 2 right on the edge of half-time here.
Munro really struggling back at halfway.
Yeah, Wolves sending all their players forward here with seconds left. Goes direct.
Really well done. Just pencils down again. Almost got round the tippy of the toes. But we're going to survive this one into the halftime break. 1-0. Westside Wolves over the Wasps. It's been a tremendous first half. They're not going to go anywhere, the Wasps, easily. We'll head down now sideline with Josh Dwayne.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. Just getting Coach Jade Taylor. Jade, pretty happy with the first half?
We'll go down the end. Oh, look, yeah, yes and no in patches. I gave the girls a really solid kind of focus of our first 3 minutes out of the box, and we did that really well, but then kind of let ourselves down a little bit. Just being a little bit loose around the back. We've got to pick up the ball speed. It's a different pitch to Shenton, so we're just adjusting to that. But look, if we can keep creating chances like that for the rest of the game, then hopefully we can keep it going.
Yeah, what else do you want to see in the second half from your team?
Oh, just a little bit more want from the girls, you know, like being a little bit more forceful in defence, clearing it a lot harder than what we're doing at the moment, getting up in front of the players, and then keeping our press going to win it in our front half and then keep the forward pressure.
All the best second half.
Thank you, Josh. Very well said down there. It's a tidy message that I'm sure is going to be relayed to her team at half-time.
Yeah, she's got a fair idea, Jade Taylor. I've lost count of the amount of times she played for Australia, but really good game on our hands here, and it's probably 1-0, a surprising scoreline given the chances that have been created. Looking forward to a great second half ahead.
Yeah, welcome back to Perth Hockey Stadium, where the West Side Wolves lead Wasps 1-0 at half-time. Let's go up to your commentators, Nick Neary and Tim Greer.
Thank you very much, Josh. Second half underway here in just a moment's time. And we're just chatting a little bit at halftime, and maybe just the Wolves are going to have to refocus and start powering in some of their real ascendancy into this second half.
Yeah, they started the game really well, Nick. They scored in the first 4 minutes, I think, and just as Coach Jade Taylor said at the end of the first half there, they probably just switched off and were a little bit passive. So looked for them to come out firing. Jade Taylor making mention that she gave them a real focus to start the first 3 minutes of the game well, which they did. So I think she'll pass on the same message at halftime.
Boys, you're right about the goalkeepers. Lynch off again, Judd back on.
Thank you, Josh. Down sideline. A little flick over the top. The Wolves looking for pressure early. The ball magnet of the second quarter, Lynch, straight back onto things. Wants to fire it down the right-hand side. They all trail in behind. That was a risky ball, but would have been fantastic if it wasn't for Ashley Fay in the way. Just waiting for the free hit inside the 25.
Be interesting to hear what the thoughts of Chris Munro were, the Wasps coach, at half-time. I thought after conceding that goal, they looked really good. A lot of their play being driven through Kyra White, who feeds it out to the right-hand side now.
Lynch again, looking inboard. Just trying to turn and flick inside. They're free for a moment. The pass was fantastic there by Palmer. Just ends up getting turned over, and this will race away from everybody involved.
Yeah, and as I was saying, they were really good after conceding. Their response was fantastic, Wasps, and they had chances to score. Couldn't quite break the Wolves' defence down enough to pull one back, but a lot of what they were doing was right. Just need to find a way to create clean-cut chances. That'll be the challenge for Chris Munro and his team.
Hannah Graham down the right. Did well to keep it in. Won the free as well.
And you heard Jay Taylor mention at the end of the first half how her team was pressing high up the field, and we've seen a similar thing from Wasps as well, and how valuable it is to make front half turnovers in this game. It leaves you one or two passes and you're into the circle. So if you can close the opposition down high up the field and win the ball, you can be very dangerous going forward. It saves you outletting the ball all the way from the back through the entire opposition team.
Kyra White looks to take both of them on. Search for the foot as well. Good turn on the inside. Hughes keeps it alive as well. Wants to press on with this attack. Needs to just regain control. Can come back if she wants, but looks for the free. Going all the way through them all. Must have advantage now and does. Good penalty corner win there, Rena Hughes. She's back on her best starting the third.
Yeah, fantastic. She's looked lively all game. You heard Chris Munro at quarter time really praising her. And here she is carrying the ball on her reverse stick. Does well to keep it in here. And then she's just strong. Bustles through the contest. Finds a stick check in there somewhere. There it is. Penalty corner. And they have a chance early in the second half to pull one back. Medolo at the top of the circle. She's got a lot of power in her strikes. Joined by her skipper, Kyra White.
Real tight formation between them.
Just the one battery. You often see a double battery, but just the one battery here. Medolo looks like she's ready.
Missed trap, so White had to get involved. Well, she was always going to get involved. She just had to clean up the mess.
They've got a very big chance to counter-attack quickly here, Wolves. We've got 3-on-3, 4-on-3 at the back.
Ellie Buckley, smart ball inside the circle. They can go across the face. Just couldn't get the connection. They were screaming in on that occasion. Westside Wolves ever so close. Ball's going to stay with them, but look at this chance. Great ball across the face from Rakic.
Well, I don't know what the plan was from the penalty corner from Wasps, but whatever it was, it didn't work. And it was poorly executed, and
there was certainly no contingency plan.
They were very close to conceding as a result of it. I just love the ball getting put on target, especially when you've only had one or two penalty corners for the game. You just love to see the ball being put on target as Maddie Ratcliffe wears more than one challenge on her way through.
So strong, so direct. Maddie Ratcliffe doing heavy work. Now they've got a chance. Right back on the attack, applying the pressure to the Wasps. Turned on the inside. Can have a good look at it from here. Trying to flick three. The defense is real solid though.
Important stick. Now set again from the long corner, but Yeah, I'm sure Coach Chris Munro will be frustrated at that penalty corner. You don't like to give up chances to have clean-cut goal shots. And they did.
Penderbury looks inside, almost went through everybody, and would have been a great little flick on from the back. Score's going to remain 1-0. 11 minutes to go in this third.
Beat everyone, didn't it? And they're hard, those ones on the back post sometimes when it comes through a crowded circle. You're expecting it to hit someone, anyone, anything. When it gets through everyone, it kind of catches you out on the hop. This is what happened there.
Off the foot of Hannah Graham, taken quickly. Intercepted out wide though, so Tori can have a little look around. Plays it across, the ball was intended for Lynch out wide. She can get on top of things now with a smart tackle. But they're all on stick, on stick, on stick. They all want a piece of this. Wolves have to retreat. Deep backwards. Peacock wants to lay it up. No free called, so we play on. Mackenzie Palmer lays it out for Madolo. Madolo sticks her head up, wants to fang it in. Nothing there.
Yeah, just a little bit too direct on that occasion. We've seen a lot of
good ball down the right-hand
foot race
side.
here. I just see it over the back line, but yeah, just a little bit too direct. We've seen them struggle to penetrate through the top of the circle, Wasps, when they have it. I'm sure they'll be looking to go in the periphery a little bit more often. Nice outlet pass, finds Madola at right half here. She's got plenty of time and space ahead of her.
Well, just a quick one. Ella Munro finished that first half limping, but she's back out there. Doesn't seem to be in too much trouble. She does have her right knee heavily strapped, though.
She does indeed. Good to see her back out there.
Loose one from Madolo, straight out.
Rainey Hughes back on the field. She's been the main source of penetration for Wasps going forward.
Good turn to the right-hand side. It's going to be up to Hughes. Play on the call. Took that one nicely. How's she going to use this one? Keeps pace on for a moment. Misses that, so then wants to flick it over the top. Nice little deft touch. Gives them a chance down the left-hand side here, the Wasps. Kimberly Young wins it, brings it back to the sideline. Leaves it behind for Arena Hughes to set up again.
Yeah, and a good option. Wolves had plenty of numbers behind the ball on that occasion, and we've spoken time and time again about how valuable it is to have the ball in your front third, front half possession. That was raised dangerously, so Wasps will get a chance to enter the circle quickly here.
Tori has a crack at the goal.
It'll
underneath Young. Don't even know if she got there in time. Kimberly Young could give all the credit to Alicia Tori. Played this one on smartly.
She did, yeah. It was raised dangerously. She took it quickly while she had the opportunity, walks into an open circle. And it's an awkward height for Erin Judd in the goal. I'm sure she'll be disappointed with it. It just trickles through her legs. And Wasps, deservedly, you'd have to say, have pulled one back, and Wolves now need to respond.
A lot to build off the back here. Wolves intercepted again. Young looking threatening down there as well.
Yeah, they've been worth their goal. They've deserved to pull one back, Wasps. They've created a number of opportunities. Now
Well
they've got
kept
one,
in.
they'll be trying to find another.
Keely Heberton across the face. Can they grab this? Can get another shot on goal and make it immediately 2-1.
Oh.
Full 360, just pulled it.
Wow.
Really close now.
Did everything right here. Wins the ball. Lovely little spin and turn. Had the goalkeeper beaten, all ends up, and it whistles past the far post. So easily could have been 2-1.
Just confirming, boys, it was Alicia Tori credited with the goal there. She nearly made it 2 just seconds ago.
Huge step up in performance from her. Looking so threatening now, the Wasps. The Wolves going to be more than worried at this stage.
Good.
Just waiting for the second ball to come off again. Filter back and across. Pasico. Reset the transition and it'll come straight back.
Oh, trap that. She has done really well.
Done.
They're nasty balls to try and trap.
Young fighting. Got a little shove in the back and loses the ball entirely. It's a good defense. Ratcliffe spins down the sideline. That was slick. Now she looks to press forward. She won't put the brakes on. Puts in her second 360 for this set.
well managed in the end. She got away from her there, Maddie Ratcliffe, but they did enough Wasps just to hold her up and make her pass it backwards, and that's a win for them.
Expect to see a step up in class from a lot of these Wolves players now. They won't be happy with what's transpiring. So leading from the front, Alicia Fay gets it through. Ratcliffe, bottom left corner. Never a doubt. They go back in front.
Ruthless.
That's
fantastic.
A step up in class. I might have just set myself up for.
Clinical.
This ball back inside from Fay.
They just get caught napping for one moment, and as soon as the ball fell into the hands of Maddie Ratcliffe walking into an open circle, there was only ever going to be one result. Goalkeeper Lizzie Dugood had absolutely no chance as it rocketed off the backboard.
We'll be looking for some resilience now out of this Wasp side. Can they maintain composure? There's still 20 minutes left in this game.
They did so well to claw one back, and they've seen their goal cancelled out very quickly. And now it's a mental challenge to try and go again, try and respond.
Fay didn't like what was in front of her. Cuts across for Pendlebury, almost stolen straight through the middle. Still a chance here for the Wasps. Don't need to panic. They can build into a good attack here. Jordan Edwards circles around in forward left pocket. Wants to get it in now, trying to win the free. Just lets it go. It's going to be a long corner. No. Shoved it over herself.
Yeah.
5 to go in this third period. Can understand it, but probably still not the right option.
She'd made a good lead just to get ahead of the play. I was about to say it's very hard to get the ball forward when your highest player on the field is only halfway up the pitch. It was right at that moment that Rakic burst forward. Peacock tried to find her out the back, to no avail.
This game just stepping up a gear, heating up. You can just hear everybody now a lot more vocal out on the pitch. Both benches screaming orders. Josh down on sideline. Is that the vibe down there? Is anyone panicking yet?
Certainly heating up in the crowd, but cooling off in terms of the weather. I've got my jumper on now. It's starting to get very chilly down here.
Well prepared as always there, Josh. Set for all conditions. Across the back here.
I can tell you it's more pleasant down here, down there on the sideline tonight, Josh, than what it was on Friday night.
Ratcliffe.
They don't like it, Wolves, the decision, but it was right.
It's a weird one to have a stink about. Controlled here, Rena Hughes. It's gone quiet. Oh, what a tackle.
It needed to be clean too, because if she got that wrong, she'll probably find herself spending a couple of minutes on the sideline.
Seen some good crucial tackles today in both games. Some real pinpoint accuracy and must-make tackles.
And no cards at all yet in either game, I don't think. So umpire's prepared to let plenty go. It's good. Keep the players on the field for as long as possible. Wasps pressing really high up the field here.
And applying the pressure sweetly. Gemma Buckley did well just to stay in control and keep possession here. Jeez, and they swarm her. Madolo didn't know what was behind her, so just flicked it to the side. Straight through the middle. Ellie Buckley, deception was that she was actually not changing directions. Was able to run through a few. Now they swarm around her. Wins another free. Dangerous here for the Wolves. Off the mark, bring it across.
And they'll just get, well, Faye Nash was going to leave the pass for someone else to come up and potentially put it straight into the circle, but opts to play backwards and around the outside.
Good setup here, but stolen. Lynch again. Been spectacular. Really has warmed into this contest. Patrolling for the Wasps at the back. They just have to fling it away. Chance to recycle. Faye. Good sell. Just holds things up. They can move across again. Nash. Wonder what the setup's going to be.
Yeah,
2
Faye
minutes
Nash
to go.
just dropping out to right half here, so they've almost gone into a back five sort of shape here. They've got really high up the field. Gemma Buckley also out on the sideline. Now she can engage if she wants.
Skipper Gemma Buckley. Trying to play forward for Ratcliffe. Good deflection off Lynch. She's been a nuisance to Ratcliffe all afternoon when they've been one-on-one. Good tackle. Just looking to clear off the back of the stick. Can play on quickly. Buckley tries to go inboard, wins the free.
Yeah, everyone's five.
Oh, well stolen again.
No closer, Wasps.
Some sustained pressure here from Wolves, something that they have lacked throughout the game, but the ball spills over the far sideline. Wasps get another chance to outlet. They've just wrestled control back of this game, Wolves.
I think without the likes of Lynch here this afternoon, Wolves would be definitely further in front. She's just been an absolute nuisance every time they start attacking. And they're so creative coming off the back half. That pass is to nowhere. Second ball on again deep. Somebody's got to get it.
Someone, anyone.
Ratcliffe loose. Probably had a little bit more time to keep that in play. Safety was the preferred option though. Ratcliffe fires it in. Deflection in. Gee, that's a smart little touch of the ball.
And no surprise at all, it's Ellie Buckley. She just knows how to score goals. And again, it's Maddie Ratcliffe doing the delivering.
Oh.
And again for Wasps, they've let themselves down in the dying seconds of the quarter. Ball played directly into the circle from outside the 25. And a neat little touch goes through the legs of Dogood. That's all you need. And they take in a 3-1 lead into three-quarter time.
We'll head down now into the Wasps huddle, see what the plan is, exiting into the fourth, see if they can get back on top of this game.
Okay, yes, Karis, come on, bring it in. Okay, what was our deal? What did we want to achieve? Yep. What did Lizzie want to achieve? Okay, we wanted to play better. Okay, how have we done that? And then have we done that? Yes. Okay, we have done that in spades, guys. Okay, it's 3-1. We've had plenty of chances. Okay, let's still believe. Yeah, we need 2 goals. Okay, let's believe that we can do it. Okay, we're doing it the right way. Okay, our work rate is exceptional. Okay, Ken's great work. Yep, we just got to keep doing it, guys. Okay, that post up in the midfield, Hannah. Guys, we're giving options. We've asked all year to give options, and we're doing it. Okay, let's keep that with. Let's be brave. Okay, let's not give it away and lose 5, and let 5 in. Okay, but let's be brave and try and win. Okay, so keep it as is. Okay, keep stretching them. Okay, when we get that chance, if we're going to inject, guys, inject. Okay, I don't want to see us little pushes and if we're going to push it ankle height. Okay, not flat. Okay, make them make the traps. Okay, let's keep working, guys. Okay, nothing to lose here. Let's go.
Yeah, you could hear Coach Chris Munro there. Pretty basic message, nothing to lose. Trailing at the moment, they need those extra goals. And just to confirm, boys, Ellie Buckley got the last touch on that goal that made it 3-1 at the end of the third.
Thank you very much, Josh. And Tim, maybe I just want a little bit more out of that chat, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's a formidable task that you've got to try and roll Wolves as the Wasps team, but Chris Munro obviously very happy with how his side's performed and just urging them to believe in themselves, to continue playing the way they have for 3 quarters. And to their credit, they've played really well for 3 quarters, but they just haven't been able to convert. I'd like to see them go around the outside more when they get into attack. They look dangerous on the counter, but they're letting themselves down by trying to penetrate through the top of the circle. I would rather them carry around the baseline, around the edge of the circle, put the defenders under pressure, make them make clean tackles.
Underway in the fourth. Wolves now with a 2-point lead. Wants to put a lot of pressure on the first possession. So there's victory number 1. Expectations for this game was for them to go down. I'm looking for a little bit of inspiration out of somebody here. Looking for a free both ways.
I've gone that way. Sarah said it's high. Can we take it back there,
Confusion across the field here. Umpires pointing different directions. Finally settling on a Wolves ball, which they tried to take quickly, but the umpire's not letting them do so. Allowing Wasps to set up after confusion called. Aerial into the circle, well controlled.
Tara
windy.
Fitzpatrick. Lucky to get away with it after missing a great opportunity. Kyra White wears a lot on her shoulders regularly. Lynch, who's been fantastic this afternoon. All these players need to be pivotal. They've got chance down the wing, just need to get this through. Great work to throw the stick out there by Peacock.
Whack.
Yeah, cop a little bit of that. Hannah Graham getting involved.
I'd like to know more about how Wasps are going to find these 2 goals. It's all well and good saying we're going to need 2 goals and we're playing well and we need to score twice, but how? What does that look like in the 4th quarter? Do they press high up the field permanently rather than falling away? Do they go man-to-man? Do they look to take their goalkeeper off at some stage?
Great ball across the face. Heberton fighting all the way through. They win the free. It's going to be here. Kyra White, her chance to set things up for her team.
Should go straight in the circle, about ankle height.
Everybody just jittering. Soft push outside. They can bring it in on the 45 this time. Really well blocked. Stick only. A chance to turn underneath them all. Holding well. Ashley Fay. Turned over again though. Palmer tries to flick it down the sideline. Just gets past free.
I'd like to see that ball just outside the 23-metre line, delivered straight into the circle. Really put the defenders on the back foot. Try and either drag flick it or upright hit it. They're not comfortable to deal with when you're at such close range and you fire it into a crowded circle and anything could happen.
The swapping continues, boys. Lynch back in goals for the Wolves.
Thanks, Josh. Instead, they just relieve the pressure, pass it out laterally, and Wolves have time to adjust,
Good
get
touch.
out to the ball. And here they come again forward. The Buckley sisters causing all kinds of trouble.
Just trying to turn back in and around is Ellie Buckley. Got a little bit out of sorts and gives away the free. Wasn't the cleanest of entrance from Gemma. Just got tied up under her feet and tried to push it for her sister. I'm 100% on board with you. The ball goes to Lynch. Through again, Gemma Buckley now sets up Lily Mann with a good ball in, just unable to get that final connection. Friedman. Aerial route. Space claimed by the Wolves. Nothing too much on offer, so just having to play around with it. Wolves now can move out for advantage. Peacock takes the inside line. Presses on. White comes in to cover. Presses on hard. Just gives away the free down there in the corner.
It's a good way to test your sore ankle.
Yep.
Yeah, good where you are, Candace.
One more here would almost put this completely out of doubt. 11 minutes to go in the 4th. Nice direct line.
They've, like I said, they've just wrestled control back of this game. Wolves, they were at 6s and 7s for a little while there, but as soon as Maddie Ratcliffe scored that 2nd goal, they've been in firm control.
Fate for Buckley.
Strong
Stolen by
tackle.
White. A chance. Just need to turn these opportunities into genuine contending chances for goal. It's a great build-up all afternoon. White misses the trap. Chance to push forward again. Just having a little look around, feeding through. Wasn't the ball. Lily Mann. Just not quite on it. 10 minutes to go here now. Still 2-goal lead, Wolves. Madola misses completely. Probably should have had a touch.
It was ambitious to try and one time it when it was coming knee height and didn't execute.
Ratcliffe with a nice ball. Buckley again. Just comes off the post. Still alive inside. Really well done to get it out. But they're not out of it yet.
Once again, Maddie Ratcliffe firing the ball in on her reverse stick. Really clean with their skill. Buckley able to post up, swivel, fire and a quick shot which cannoned off the post.
Hughes unable to take control. Sorry, not Hughes, Tory. Ratcliffe again. Just going to try chip this in and Madola cops it under the kneecap. Penalty corner, off we go.
And a good chance for Wolves to ice the game here. Wasps have tried so hard in the first 3 quarters. They pegged themselves back to 1-1. And And unfortunately, minutes later, conceded again. From then on, it's been all Wolves. They just look like they're lacking a bit of spark. What are we going to see here from Wolves? We've got Ellie Buckley at the top of the circle. Sister Gemma Buckley will inject the ball. Chloe Pendlebury looks like she'll be doing the stick trapping. Maddie Ratcliffe off to her left-hand side.
In please, everyone ready?
Fake trap. Ratcliffe ends up flicking it through. Ball still alive here, and they just want to dump it away.
Yeah, deliberate variation there. Slip left to Maddie Ratcliffe on the reverse stick. She's been really clean with it all game. Lizzie Dogood called into action, up to the task.
Ratcliffe now 2-on-1. Tries to split Nutmeg herself and go between them. Well stolen at the back. Hughes just wants to get a run on here. Has Young out left. Hughes now wants to play on. Ooh. Would have been a good chance if she was allowed to go.
Yeah, she's looked lively all game, Hughes. She's really brought the energy for her side.
Good ball up front. Cameron Tidy was looking good in the first quarters. Quietened it out of it now. Comes with opportunity though.
This is where I'd like to see Wasps try something different, whether they use their free defender and go man-to-man, whether they pull the goalkeeper off. 8 minutes to go. They need 2 goals.
Good pressure from Fitzpatrick. Gains the turnover. Pasico fires it on the inside for White. And now he's got a head of steam. Tries to fire it on the right-hand side. Just well stolen.
Yeah, an important interception there by Faye Nash. It was a terrific turn by Kyra White.
Ratcliffe turns her opposite number inside out. Wants to deke her again. Waits for this to go in the circle. No, just went early. Dangerous. She just couldn't wait any longer. You see she's up and about early and just needed to wait that millisecond more for that to be in the circle.
Yeah, I thought she was going to carry it into the circle and shoot, but she went with the option to try and pass. Didn't come off. Madolo goes route 1 effectively.
Just on the outside. Heberton couldn't pinpoint that one. Subs rolling through here for the Wasps at the moment. Trying to get all the fresh players out and save them up for one final burst.
This is where they need to go. Yeah, well, they've caused the turnover. And they need to get the ball and take it quickly while it's in transition. They're just a bit slow getting to the ball, and Wolves are able to soak back and get numbers behind the ball. Makes it tough. It's just going to trickle over the baseline. They just look a little bit out of ideas at the moment, Wasps. A little bit out of energy.
Good steal underneath. Hannah Graham needed to probably stay on top of that one. Gave it away to the right. They've won the free anyway. Here's the chance. Not going to be their last, but it's going to be one of the most important. Got to capitalise.
Kyra White on the ball. She's a very smart player. She's going to have to think of something here.
Found across Tory. Already scored the one for them. This ball laid backwards, but no one was ready to receive at the top of the D. And during the three-quarter time chat, the coach said, don't go to the top of the D. So not the smartest place to deliver a ball to. Madolo just sticks it out. Almost there, Cameron Tidy trying to intercept as well. They're just fighting down the left wing at the moment. Madolo being a nuisance. Right on halfway. Free hit for Wolves. 5.5 to go. Easy ball at the back for Buckley. And great push forward. Pendlebury slaps it in. Deflection gives a chance for De Jong. And immediately apologises as well with a smile on her face. Just likes the contest.
Yeah, collision course. That was coming from a long way away. Well done. Just to get her body in the way, Tara Fitzpatrick, and wear one in the process. Good, strong defending.
This hasn't gone to plan across the back. Wolves now inside the 25, having a little look around. Chance for the steal, just deflected. At least it's going to relieve a lot of pressure. Jordan Edwards.
Here come the cavalry.
Yeah. Oh, can't let it go down the inside there. If there's any sort of move you're covering off there.
Calm by Ashfay in defence.
Ratcliffe turns
Rare.
inside. Good
Should
pass
get it
in.
back.
Should have a crack at goal here. Would have been a great reward for effort. Ashley Fay just circles back around everyone. Good ball in. Long corner. Just happy to use a bit of time. Oh, that's a messy old play.
Yeah, just a skill error.
4 minutes to go here. Running out of time here. If you're the Wasps fans, want to see them get at least one here. Got to press on. It's not going to happen when Gemma Buckley can just ruin 3-4 of you down the spine.
Just bustle their way in.
And just relays it back for Ratcliffe, who wants to feed it forward. Just a big grab, trying to keep it in the whole way. Ellie Buckley did really well. Ball's going to be turned over. Lynch. Great ball. Gives him a chance just to look up. Mackenzie Palmer gives it for Madolo. Just can feed it down the line or run out of room, Jordan Edwards. Almost over here, 3 minutes to go. Valiant effort by the Wasps. I think they would have been hoping this was 2-3 or 1-2.
Ooh.
The 2-goal loss doesn't represent how they've played. And to be fair, I wouldn't say Wolves are very happy with 3-1.
I think they'll be happy to win. They've done enough, yeah, and they're going to bring it back here. It was a reckless challenge right down in front of us from Rena Hughes. She's been so good all game. But she'll spend 2 minutes on the sideline. I think Wolves will be happy as they come forward again through Ashfay. But they're going to, at this stage, looks like they'll claim the points, but they were definitely made to earn it. And I don't think Jade Taylor will be particularly happy with the fashion in which they played after the opening goal. They conceded numerous chances. Their goalkeepers were called into action.
White won the free. Hands it down for Kimberly Young. Just turns inside. Looked for the foot. Didn't get it. Smart defending to get out of the way. And gives one away herself. Play on. 2 minutes to go in this match. Smart ball. Searching for Ratcliffe, who's so deadly. No one in front of her. Shot on goal. Keeper is out. Keeper does really well.
Yeah, Lizzie Dogood, time and time again, saving her teammates. It was a fantastic pass from the right-hand side across the field to find Ratcliffe in space.
Palmer did well to pull it back midfield. Just need to keep under control here. Ella Munro fights. She's not satisfied with winning the ball, so I don't know what she's up and about for. One minute 20. Across the back, they can search it out wide up, but that's a bad ball.
Hospital pass.
Yeah, they had Lynch free out wide. Understand the directness, but now they're in a lot of trouble. Gemma Buckley wants to fire it in. Ratcliffe just out of reach.
Yeah, there's a ball played into the midfield, 1 against 2. Asking a lot of our midfielder on that occasion. Wolves were able to come at them quickly. Gemma Buckley just not quite connecting.
Green card back on for the final 35 seconds. Good ball, searching Friedman. Wanted to stay alive with it, got dispossessed. Searching underneath with 25. Really nice work late, Basico. Stick's gone, play on the call. Chance to get one here, just couldn't grab it. Rena Hughes would have been their last opportunity of the game with 10 seconds left.
Yep, and they'll be happy just to wind the clock down here, and that'll do us. Overall, a satisfactory win for Wolves. They'll take the points as the final siren goes, but like I said, they were made to earn it. And Wasps, with an admirable effort, a couple of really clear chances. Goalkeepers called into action for both sides. Wolves deserved winners in the end, just a little bit too clinical for the opposition, but a really great contest.
Yeah, I thought the keepers were one of the standouts tonight in this game. They really did a lot of good work, especially in the first half that I've almost forgotten about now. So many great saves, so much good movement, and could have seen a much bigger scoreline without them.
Yeah, absolutely, and particularly late in the game, Lizzie Dogood called into action a number of times. Could have blown the score out, but she did well to keep her side in it for a long way.
So 3-1 the final score down here. We just wait for our man on the sideline, Josh Duane, to get in position with the Westside Wolves, and we'll head down to him right now.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. I've got Gemma Buckley here, the winning skipper. Gemma, how'd you see the game?
I guess from our perspective, a little bit disappointing in the way that we played the first half. We played a bit better in the second, but as a team overall, some of our non-negotiables weren't there tonight, which is a bit disappointing, but good to come away with the win.
And what was the message from Jade and yourself for that second half? What did you want to see?
Just work rate and effort. Like sometimes we tend to, drop off a little bit and don't play our game, we play into their game. So I guess as a team, just stick to what we do best, which is first pass you see, you just give it, and we did that better in the second half.
Well, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for all your work down there this evening, Josh Duane. And Tim Gears, a final word from yourself.
Oh, well, we've seen two really good games today. 2-2 in the men's game earlier on, 3-1 today to Wolves, and Gemma spot on there with what we thought at half-time. They probably just snoozed a little bit after they scored early in the game, and it was a much better effort from their side in the second half. Deserved winners in the end.
Final score here, Westside Wolves 3, Wasps 1, and maintain that spot at the top of the ladder, tied up with Hale Westside Wolves. They're in great form. Thank you all for joining us tonight in this Premier League hockey. We'll catch you all next time.